following Edith Cavell's death, public subscription, such was the affection that the British population had for the heroic actions that she became known for, that they raised a public subscription, and in 1917 the charity was founded and has been giving out grants to nurses in difficulty ever since then.
It's fantastic to be able to do this. I think it's a fantastic opportunity provided by the Trust. And to be an ambassador for the Cavell Nurses Trust is fantastic.
Edith Cavell, there are so many things named after her. There's a car park in Peterborough, there's a mountain in Canada, there's a bit of a planet Venus. But what she really wanted was her name allied to nursing.
It's such a proud history really and tradition, and that the profession is able to put something back and perhaps help those nurses, midwives, healthcare assistants, student nurses and midwives who maybe have fallen on hard times or experiencing some kind of distress, difficulty.
We've had over 100 entries from universities right across the country. We had a fantastic panel of judges who had, I think, a really tough job. I thank the judges for their commitment and application. I know they did well and they worked hard on that. I too have to add my thanks to Kate's for our sponsors through even the Rothschilds, Aranda Foundation and GlaxoSmithKline.
You are the bright orange future for nursing. I think a future where nurses and midwives will be right at the forefront of what happens in healthcare in the future, and it will be you, I am sure, that will be leading the way in giving highly individualised care for vulnerable patients and for women in maternity settings.
I'm going to use the scholarship award to travel to Australia. I'm going to go to a neonatal unit in Brisbane and just see what work they're doing and looking at discharge planning of sort of newborn infants from the unit.
The scholarship award will allow me to go over to Colorado to do a course in exercise and cancer recovery. After finding out that I won the award, I think it's made me a lot more conscious of my work in Queen's, and it's made me realise that I can do a lot more with my nursing degree.
I have actually submitted an abstract for presentation at the RCOG conference in Malaysia in June. So obviously the conference fees and the flights and accommodation for going to that conference would be quite costly. So it actually means then that I can put the travel bursary towards that, which is excellent. You know, then I don't have to worry about finding the money for that.
I'll be using the scholarship award. In fact, I fly 3 weeks today. I'm off to a general hospital in Malaysia to work in their accident and emergency department for a 7-week nursing placement.
I can think of no better way of concluding my part of this evening by saying both to the Trust and to the award winners and those of you that are working in healthcare, have courage, be courteous, and aspire to be the very best. Thank you.
This evening has been really inspiring to see the young nurses and midwives receive their awards. But I've always been moved by Edith Cavell. It's one of the stories I learned when I was a young girl. And to see the kind of work in both supporting nurses and midwives and healthcare assistants, but also in giving awards to the students who are the next generation, I think is really important. And it's been a very beautiful evening with very inspiring speeches.
Oh, the awards today have been fantastic. It's been really lovely to come and see some of the nurses and midwives of the future, for them to be given awards for the work that they're doing.
I mean, I just think that she would be immensely thrilled, and it's an honour to her that she's being remembered in this way.
I think it's just a privilege really to be able to connect with such a charity that supports people in our profession, and you know, when you're entering a profession, it's nice to feel that you're supported, and knowing that there's a group of people out there who really sort of are behind you is just, yeah, it's just a really great start to my career, and I couldn't really ask for anything more.